What's up, guys? First one on the podcast, my boy Kev from Infinity. What's up, bro?
What's up, good people? How you
Yeah,
doing?
hey.
Good to see you again, man.
You right, man. I do need to do some push-ups when I stand next to this dude. So after, I definitely try to get some in, but super excited that you're going to be participating again. This is, I don't even want to number how many you've been to for the competition.
It's been a while, man. I'm going to say five-ish, four,
At least.
five.
And that's probably at least the last 3 to 4 years.
Well, definitely.
Definitely
Yeah,
that.
the last one you've had for sure. We've been part of all of those.
It's been an honor, man. Hopefully you've seen some growth on our end.
Yeah, without a
Right.
doubt. The numbers keep climbing and climbing
man.
and climbing.
And we were talking about that before we start rolling. That's one of the things that's been humbling because typically there's a lot of people that kind of wait to that last minute to get registered, which is what we've done.
Right.
But now it's so many people registering months prior. I'm kind of at all, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good, man.
Yeah.
First time everybody getting to do something outside of the gym with some people, so it should be a good look.
What do you think the feel is from your gym, getting around people? Is it kind of more of those hesitant type mindset, or do you think it's kind of like I'm ready to get out there?
Actually, they've been asking for it.
Really?
Yeah, I've had people ask for it and say that it's about time. So I told them I spoke to you a little while, last month. To kind of check on it. So they're excited, man.
Yeah, man.
It's about probably 40 of us.
I thought it was like 20, 40.
It keeps growing, man.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna actually have to get a view of that.
It just keeps growing. So
It's
we're excited.
You know what, man? When I hear things like that, because I mean, the first time you came, you might have had like 2 or 3 teams, and now to see you're bringing 40 plus, that's ridiculous, man. But that's not from the Beast Mode games, man. That's for people like you that help people believe in themselves. And I've seen people that you've trained now becoming trainers, right? So just it's a part of your culture, man. So keep growing, keep empowering, man.
Appreciate it.
Let's talk a little bit about what you guys do here. Beautiful facility. One thing I love about your facility, first of all, this dude got so much swag. We actually get our shirts designed at the same spot.
Yeah,
so every time I walk in to pick ours up, it's like very bland. It's like one color, and he got the colors. So she always like, you need more colors. But I love the gym. Number one reason, you got AC, bro. Like,
yeah, I wouldn't make it without it.
He's not gonna.
I wouldn't make it without it.
Yeah.
So I know some places they want to grind it out and go that route.
I get it, 100%. But also from the standpoint of you obviously have like the functional, resistance. You got some machines. You got the bumper plates. You got a combination of look like everything. What do you guys kind of focus on? If somebody was watching this for the first time, they live near North Houston Avenue, what would you tell them is the program in here?
Okay, we do a little bit of everything. Everything in the gym is geared towards changing the body composition, right?
Okay.
So whatever it takes, everything in here we use to help a person get from one point to another point visually. Composition-wise, you want to get some fat off, get some pounds off. Everything is pretty much geared towards that. So anything you need to lose weight, to transform to the point maybe you want to get on stage or whatever that may be aesthetically, as well as some performance things as well. It's all geared towards that.
And the stage thing is off the record. So I don't know if you guys follow him or his brand on social media. I will put it down below. You have to follow it just the way you guys get on the stage. The thing I like to kind of applaud, I really believe, bro, that you give people their flowers while they're here. Don't wait until you can't do it. And I applaud you because you do what a lot of people don't do, and I'm not trying to step on no toes, but you don't just lead by verbally saying it. You're actually doing the training. We talked a little bit about nutrition prior to this. What has that been like? What was the major fuel for you to actually get on stage?
Well, I had a couple of people that wanted to do it, and I just typically anybody that wants to do something out of here, I'd like to do it with them, just so they can't say. Well,
Which you do at the Beast Mode games as well.
Same exact thing. It's rough for me, but if they can do it, they need to look over and see me doing it as well, which would just motivate them to do it. Even more and better. So
that's real. Now, are you training to get on stage and going to be participating in the Beast Mode games, or do they happen to not overlap?
We're gonna do them both. So I have people doing that. We have a few of us doing both.
That's dope.
We training, so we're in shape.
Yeah.
Guess we try to look as good as we can do it.
Y'all about to smash it. Does that come a lot with mentality?
that's all. It's 100% mentality. Without that's the first piece that you need. If you can get that together, then the rest kind of falls in place. But yeah, that's the main component.
I love it, man. I'm curious too, the way that leads into a competition. Now that you have people that have been there multiple times, you've had people that went to stage multiple times, you have people now that are members that are now become trainers. Does that help the people that have never been to a competition or been to the stage where you have vets that have been through it? Do they help encourage as well as you, or are you still kind of by yourself, still holding down the whole army?
No, they help. It actually, I like it because they see real people doing real things as opposed to it being a picture from 10 years ago, somebody they never met. It's people on the stage that they see in here every day, or that they saw that maybe started at 200 pounds and got down to 120 pounds and got on the stage, and they saw the whole thing, which motivates them and lets them know that it's doable for anybody.
I love it.
I mean, you just gotta believe. So that's we're big on that, man. Anybody can do anything as long as you put your mind to it.
100%. Dude, if y'all on the north side, look, I don't care if y'all not on the north side, it's worth the drive, man. If you trying to change your body, man, this guy right here, his brand does one of the best jobs I see on sculpting the body, but also finding a home, a fitness home. So with the comp, man, what do you think, what's been the toughest? Let's start there. Which event, because you've been to the gyms, the Mean Green gyms at that time when it kind of started building a foundation. You've been to Blue Market Field, you've been to Life Fit, you've been the football field when we rented out. Like, what has been the toughest one and why?
I'm gonna go with the football field because there's a four-person deal. So it's not just a matter of you saying, I'm gonna go do this and let me go do that as fast as I can. You gotta worry about 3 other people doing their part to make it work. So that part of it was difficult.
What would be a tip that you would give? Because this one's gonna be a 4-man comp as well.
When that workout comes out, y'all better go in there and rehearse and practice and strategize, because if y'all don't, y'all gonna be lost. And something that looks super simple, when you put 3 other people attached to that same activity, it changes the whole deal.
Communication too. Did you feel like you or somebody in your team was the person that was like, come on, let's go, or stay near the barbell, or kind of strategizing during the event versus everybody being quiet, or was everybody quiet?
Now, everybody had input. You know, in that situation, everybody got an opinion on
that's true.
What's the best way to do it, and things like that. So it made it fun and frustrating at the same time, but it's all in the sport. So.
That 4-man. So this one is interesting because I always try to program something a little different every single time. So like my outlook now is, how can I do something strategically that we've never done before? Not on movements, but just the operation of recovery. Are we gonna do just one long WOD? Are we gonna break it up into 2 or maybe 3 or XYZ? So that's kind of always the intriguing thing on my platform. But when you look at the past now going forward, what do you look forward to do?
You know, I've been in so many. I go open because every time I think I have it in there. One time, I probably got 3 of the exercises.
Really? Which one was that?
I just guessed them and got 3 of the exercises. It might have been a clean press, and a couple of them. I know it's usually a burpee variation. So I was pretty close. The other times I was so far off. So now I just go in open. We do a little bit of everything. Just make sure everybody's conditioned and fit. And then we tackle whatever's thrown in front of us.
Which has been dope. So prior to maybe the last one, we didn't get a lot of CrossFit affiliates that would come out and join, because CrossFit does an amazing job of having their own thing. So that was kind of my thing, be unorthodox, do something a little bit different. And now we're starting to get a lot of people that have done CrossFit or have been an affiliate or still is, and they're starting to participate. So not giving the workout out to them weeks apart. It's like, why in the hell do I not have it? So this one, we didn't do it because of that, but this is the first time we've actually sent out the whole workout list if you register. So right now, if you register, you might have got 100 different movements that can potentially be.
When you said that, I was like,
it don't really matter, right?
I'm in the same position. I'm trying to figure out, and I pick 4 or 5 exercises, and it's like for the total opposite. So we just try to do a little bit of everything.
That's the best way.
And make sure we are stamina-wise and endurance-wise, we're good.
That's the best way. Ladies and guys from our gym at Mean Green, we've had people that have done comps and they received the workout months prior, and they will work on that every once or twice a week. And for me, a guy that's really intrigued with the body being balanced, with you performing, not just from a standpoint of strength, but from endurance, flexibility, range of motion. I think when you have one movement that you're trying to get better at continuously for 2 months, sometimes we don't do other things that we need to do.
Correct.
So that's my whole thing with the beast mode games.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I want people to get better with mobility. I want people to get better with strength. I want people to get better with conditioning. I want them to eat better. And if you don't know the movements, then you're working on all pieces versus just trying to strategize on, hey, I want to power clean better or do a thruster better.
Right.
But if they watch this podcast or listen to it, we'll give them a tip. Tip number 1, always try to program a strength movement.
Yeah.
That's going to be some type of barbell, any type of thing you can put weights on.
Right.
Right. Second thing is always going to be a calisthenic movement, just your body weight. And then there's always going to be a cardio portion to it. So the cardio portion may be a wall ball run, or it may be the assault bike.
Yeah,
So just have those 3 in mind when you program and make it up. But for gyms like you, man, I always say just keep your programming up.
Okay.
You know,
for sure.
Yeah, don't switch it up. The way that you guys have been training from a standpoint of strength, hit style. Some people do Tabata style. Some people do strength segments and then a conditioning segment. Typically, if you're doing those things, you're good.
Yeah.
But for the person who's listening to this and you're like scared as hell and you don't know what to expect,
You'll be fine.
be a part of something that keeps you consistent. That's the whole thing, right? Like you can do this on your own too, but be consistent. But if you are in need of a gym owner or a program, I'm plugging him because he's here, but I really believe in him and everybody else. You know, you got the Life Fits out there, the Reggie C's out there. You got some guys that do an incredible job. So make sure if you need some help, man, don't feel like you got to do it yourself. Last couple things, and I'm out your hair, man. I know you're busy.
Okay.
With the Beast Mode games, what are you telling your people 2 months prior? Is it like, hey, we need to focus now, or do you kind of start focusing when it get closer?
They're asking all kinds of questions. We just preach, like I said, stamina and endurance.
That's it.
And we got barbells, we got dumbbells. We find it hard to believe there's a movement that we don't do or we haven't done at some point. So it's not about making a movement. We work strength. It's just being able to do them when you're tired. The focusing part of it, the concentration, when you get tired, where your head goes from there is the main thing we speak about. Just stay focused, concentrate, breathe, and everything else. Just do what we've been doing, and everything else will take care of itself.
And be consistent. So you have the hypertrophy or strength endurance training. We don't train people for power training. We flirted with it a little bit for the elite, but for the elite, it was the top 20 that auditioned that we knew that would be able to do those type of movements. But for this one, our cap for guys that are going to be doing the highest, I don't even remember the label. We labeled it as standard and competitor.
Okay.
For those that do competitor, a guy that do 95 pounds, you're good. If you can do a 95-pound deadlift or anything overhead, you're straight. So don't feel like you need to be doing 225 overheads or anything like that. As Kev said earlier, it's more of those movements. Can you do 10, 15 reps, right? When it's different when you're at the gym and you got your road dog to your left and right than being at a spot where the DJ's playing. You got 30, 40 people from your gym with another couple hundred people cheering. That drilling get going. You got to learn how to control that heart rate and not go, stick to that plan. That's what I'm getting to.
Yeah, you'll be fine if you do that.
Yeah, man. Last 2 things, and then I definitely want to open the floor for you if you have anything, right? Going into the event, nutrition, that's a big component, obviously, of what you teach. What's the thing you would tell Infinity Fitness or any brand that want to do better? Because when people come out there, bro, I've seen people puke. They don't eat.
Right. Definitely eat, and just cover your basics. Keep the processed foods out. Just keep it as clean as possible, man. You can't go wrong with real food. As long as you do that and you're balanced, plenty of water, you should be fine. As far as performance is concerned, try not to cut out a food item. I mean, if you're doing that now, that's fine. But when we get closer to competition time, you're gonna need everything that you can get. So for a day or 2, balanced whole meals, so you're able to perform at your top level.
Let's get it. That's from the guru. Last thing. Why you always best dressed when you come into the comps, man, with your squad?
Man.
Y'all playing the shirts out?
Yeah, not yet. We're working on it. But
So do the group,
That's what
y'all
we
actually
do.
kind of have like a group for, I mean, a shirt for the Beast Mode games?
We will have one.
Y'all will have one.
Absolutely.
So I got to step my game up.
Hey.
Because it's been numerous times. And then my guys from Dallas, AV Fitness, they came in. I think they put Beast Mode on the shirts.
Yeah.
So all the Mean Green gyms are like, why you never get anything made for us? So I'm trying.
Yeah, we'll do that for sure.
Yeah. That's dope.
So we're working on the design now. I think
That's gonna be dope.
Yeah,
That's gonna be dope.
gotta
Well,
do that.
I wanted to wear one of the shirts that he have, man, but I left mine. I can't find it, to be honest. So I'm gonna have to buy that one when you come out with it.
All right.
But leave you the floor, man. You have any questions, anything you want to bring out there? Definitely want to have that platform where you can speak on anything.
It's just nothing major, man. It's gonna be a good event. If you guys work out at all and you want to do something as a gym outside of your community, it's just good to get out and see other people and meet other people from other places that do the same thing that you do.
That's real.
It's an outstanding environment when you can get around. You know, sometimes you go out to eat and they're like, oh, you can't eat this, you gotta eat broccoli, this kind of thing. And you can get around people that are like-minded and you can have
those conversations.
Kinds of conversations and not have to feel like, oh, I better be quiet because I don't eat this or do that. So it's a good environment as far as that's concerned. Plus it's a little competitive, it's real competitive. So yeah, it's gonna be a good look.
It's gonna be good, man. I've never had money on the line for like the podium because I didn't want to create a culture where people didn't want to cheer for each other. So it's always been tough.
It takes the fun.
It takes the fun out of it.
We usually use it for fun. It's a road trip for us as a gym. So and I don't want to scare my people away from doing that.
That's
Just go out and compete, have fun, man.
That's it. But I do like the award this year. So this year we're gonna actually go with. I wore it one year just to see the quality because it didn't. I didn't want to pay that much for it, and then the quality sucked. But the old school wrestling belts. So we're gonna go with those for those that get the first place, and then we'll have the. I like these medals that we're gonna do this year instead of plaques. Okay. But any other things that you can think of?
I do it.
Cool.
Just looking forward to meeting with everybody.
Yeah. It's Is it anybody that I can introduce you to or a brand that you've never met that you've seen before? That would be dope.
You know, I don't know offhand. I met people. The last one, Reggie C Fitness, Life Fit. I met everybody over there. Of course, Flex. And Carlos over there. So it's just good because every time we go, we meet other gyms and other people. So it's good as far as that's concerned.
Okay. Well, it was a help for me during the pandemic. Because like I remember calling you during I think you called me.
Right.
I think you was like, hey, get on this EDI. I never got anything from that, by the way. I didn't get nothing from that.
I didn't either.
Golly. But connecting with you and a lot of gym owners that I was able to talk to, or even personal trainers, man. So that's what it's about, networking to an extent, because somebody may need equipment one day and you never know that somebody may be selling, 10 rowers or whatever you may need. So y'all communicate and connect and support. But Kev, you don't have anything else, man, that'll be it.
That'll do it,
cool.
Man.
Well, I appreciate your support, man. Much love to you and your fam, and we see you then.
All right.
Y'all.